show.
All right, Storm Chasers, we back. We are live. We are, believe it or not, we're past Christmas, even though that's a pagan ass, satanic ass holiday anyway. So you really don't need to be celebrating that anyway. Hopefully you didn't max out all your credit cards and break your budget for people that really don't like you. But we close to New Year's, and of course we will be live on New Year's Eve to do like a end of the year throwdown, end of the year roast type of a thing. As you guys come in, let me know you can hear me and see me, which you should be able to. See what we got. All right, we live on 2 YouTube pages. We live on Facebook. I'm pretty sure we're live on Twitch as well. And then I got to get another screen so then we can start back going live on Facebook simultaneously too. Okay. What time is it? Oh yeah, it's we ready. It's time. Okay, cool. So we're gonna get on into it. So first things first, I wanted us to hold on. I got so many tabs open. Let's go here. Okay. So I wanted to start with this neighborhood talk post. This was from either yesterday or day before last because the lawsuit was actually filed on December 26th and today is December 28th. So Kevin Hart sues Tasha K for extortion and allegedly told him she won't release a damaging interview if he paid her $250,000. Now, if you guys remember, Tasha K was also asking Larry Reid for $250,000 to invest in some movie project or some kind of documentary. You know, I ain't in that camp no more. But when I was around there, I know she was trying to do like a YouTube original series about herself, some kind of like a reality show, but about herself and her life. And low-key, she effed up and gave all the content to YouTube instead of actually doing it for the show. But anyway, that's another story for another day. But I was always kind of shocked at the $250,000 amount because I'm like, damn, you know, you should have that. This is somebody who their attorney fees range between $10,000 to $40,000 per month. And in a court case that went on for like 5 years, I mean, she spent, I want to say, what, how much is that? If we do, let's see, that Cardi B case, that went on for about 5 years. Excuse me, not 5 months, 5 years. So that's 60 months, right? Just like a car loan. You take the average of what, between 40 and 10, let's just say 20, average of 20,000 over 60 months. I mean, basically over 1.2 million in that case. I'm like, damn, you should have 250K. It just never made sense to me. But nonetheless, I'm just saying that because these numbers are looking mighty familiar. So Kevin Hart's team is alleging that a Tasha K affiliate contacted him and said that we won't release this damaging interview. And the interview was with Kevin Hart's ex-assistant, but not just any assistant. Because when you say assistant, like you can have 10 assistants, you can have 15 assistants. It's like having publicists, right? It's like having publicists. You can have a ton of damn publicists, but it doesn't mean that they're your main publicist that works with you directly as a celebrity, influencer, or public figure. So the lady that Tasha K actually interviewed was Kevin Hart's former personal assistant who worked with him from 2017 to 2020. Why the personal assistant is choosing to speak out now, I don't know. I'm going to read these court documents with you guys together. I have not read them because I want to give a real reaction with you. Okay, next. Initially, I looked at this and I said, well, hell, this girl just don't want her money. Tasha K just want to give all the money away. I said, at this point, Tasha K either want to go to jail or really want to become a judge. Now, I know it was a dream of hers to be a judge. I don't know if hell she want to be a judge like Steve Harvey or Judge Maybelline or Judge Judy or Judge Greg Mathis. If I call him Greg Adams, who the hell is Greg Adams? Judge Cutler or Judge Christine. I don't know, you know, but most of them are real attorneys, but not you, Steve. Your country bumpkin, big lip, big tooth ass. Hell, your ass can barely read. We know you ain't no damn real judge. You was a big of a judge as Jerry Springer was before he died and went to heaven, hell, or purgatory. Now, Mama over there shaking her head, rubbing her head. So listen, no, it ain't my fault. Jerry, now hold on, y'all. Now Jerry Springer did say before he died, he was scared of going to hell because you know his show helped to be a detriment to the image of black people in this country. Although he showed Raggedy Ninjas on his show, and he showed, Raggedy Crack Ass Crackers. So, he really didn't give a damn either way. Don't be fooled by it. So anyway, I said, damn, this girl just want to give all her money away. But then I said, wait a minute. If you guys remember, Tasha K recently got rid of her personal assistant, who had all her contacts, all her login information, knows all her business, who talked about Tasha K and her husband's alleged sexcapades and swingerships with their best friend and what they did in the Dominican Republic, which I am never going to say on camera because although it was alleged to me and told to me, I can't prove it, so I ain't got time to be getting no cease and desist. But if you want to know what the girl was saying about you, girl, just email me and I'll tell you what she said. Anyway, if y'all remember, before Chelsea left, she was telling Conscious when she got exposed, Conscious TV, shout out to him. She said, oh, I'm going on fire. She said, I'm going to do my big one. She said, I'm not fighting these games on YouTube. Chelsea said, I'm going to do my big one, something big. So I can't say Chelsea had anything to do with this. I can't say Chelsea was the Tasha K affiliate that reached out to Kevin Hart's team. It was not Tasha K directly, Tasha K affiliate. I can't say that was Chelsea. I'm just saying it sounded like some ish she would do. Alleged. So far, what y'all think about my theory? Let me take these comments. What you think about my theory? If Tasha is smart, she would have changed all her passwords when she let Chelsea go. Facts, but Chelsea was so damn devious, she probably had this stuff pre-planned from years ago. You know how many damn times Chelsea done been fired before she finally got the boot? Let's see. Effany said it doesn't seem far-fetched. Most definitely sounds like something she would do. I thought that too. Yeah, I'm not immediately thinking this was actually Tasha, but nonetheless, he came from a Tasha K affiliate. Okay. Now, if you guys remember, when Kevin Hart had, let's take a trip down memory lane. Let's go to, all right. Wait, did it share this tab? Okay. So if you guys remember, a few years back, there was a sex tape that came out of Kevin with some lady, some girl, some hoe. Let's just call it what it is. A lot of these girls in the industry is high-level escorts, or what's a pretty word for escort? Or is escort the pretty word because you ain't supposed to call them a hoe? But they are technically whores, correct? Like if you have sex for money, that makes you a whore, right? See, we be using whole. See, okay, I'm gonna go look it up because there's a definition. There's a difference between like just being promiscuous versus a literal paid prostitute. But then what counts as prostitution? I don't know. We go on and on and on. A lady of the night. Thank you. Okay. So nonetheless, if you guys remember when that whole situation went down, Kevin alleged that his best friend JT Jackson set up the camera in the room, in the hotel room, and recorded the whole thing. It was trying to extort him. Now, since then, okay, Yolanda said nobody believes Kevin, just like he lied on his ex-childhood best friend. He's mad he's got exposed. Facts. Now, as you guys remember, right, back when this whole scandal happened, Kevin Hart was cheating on Eniko. This was the second time he had got caught cheating. Eniko was like 8 months pregnant, and he actually cheated on Eniko on her birthday. Now that I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, does Kevin even really like his wife? Does he even really care about her, or was she just a light-skinned, taller, skinnier upgrade with the good hair? Come on now, let's keep it real. And I always wanted to talk about this because y'all love to call me haters, but we're gonna keep it real. Do y'all believe that Kevin Hart, if he was not the Kevin Hart, would have been able to get Eniko? And she ain't even all that. They say she was a model. She was a decent looking model, but she wasn't all that. She's not the prettiest mixed breed I've never seen in my life. We didn't see quiet as it's kept. April Jones or Marion's baby mama is way better, if we're gonna be honest. If we're gonna keep it real, right? How you get them is how you lose them. Upgrade. Listen, that's how he look at it. We're talking about black male dynamics. Y'all know what it is. She was just an upgrade. Okay. So I'm thinking like, I feel like Kevin actually did love his first wife. But one thing about your first wife holding you down, being with you through the struggles, and they say low-key she was writing a lot of those original jokes because Tori Hart was a comedian as well, but she put her career on the back burner to raise the kids and to support him. Just like Mary Harvey put all her money into supporting Steve. Low-key, I think the tip is stop supporting these niggas. Like, if these niggas don't want you when they on top and when they on their A game, just leave them alone because men are gonna dump you once they get it together. I don't think the male ego can take having somebody on his arm who knew him at his lowest, who knew the real him, who remembered when you couldn't buy tissue to wipe your ass, when you couldn't afford soap, when your girl had to pay your phone bill. Like, you know, when you get on top, you don't want somebody next to you who remember when you couldn't pay T-Mobile, when Sprint was cutting off your phone, when you was on food stamps, when you had roaches crawling across the table, when you had company over. Like, you don't know about you. See what I'm saying? The male ego is not low-key. Men are really not that loyal. Let's really talk about it. I'm about to piss some people off tonight. I might got y'all looking at y'all man next to you different. Listen, don't get mad at me. So, with that being said, if Kevin Hart was still the 5'3" black ass nigga who was disinfecting shoes at the mall for $6.32 an hour, would Nico, a Sports Illustrated model, have talked to him? Would he have even been able to look her direction? I just want us to talk. They said stop. They said we not mad at all. They said keep going. They said hell no. They said Tori is prettier than Nico. Low key, yeah. High key, yeah. They said, nah, you right. Nope. Okay. So even though Kevin Hart can say he loves his wife and he's happy to be with her, subconsciously, people know when somebody's only with you to use you. Subconsciously, we know that. We know when somebody really, really is for us and when they're not. So I feel like, long story short, I think when he look at Nico, he always is going to look at her like, well, shit, bitch, you paid for it anyway. I know you ain't really here because you love me. You here because of who I am. That's one of the downfalls of being famous. Everybody around you is pretty much not genuine. Oh, you good. You can make noise. They know what it is. You can, they're pretty much not genuine. You know what I mean? So, long story short, so that was that. So he put his best friend under the bus and said that his best friend had extorted him for millions of dollars. If you guys do not know, extortion is a federal offense and can get you sent to prison for years. It's not a lightweight type of a thing. Like, you can't just accuse people, all right? It's a very serious thing. So let's go back and look at this interview with JT Jackson. This is from 3 years ago on Comedy Hype. Let's play it.
With Kevin most likely watching, is there some type of message you would want to tell him?
A message to tell Kevin?
You mentioned something of wanting that conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, I do, but no time soon, brother. Now, I don't want to. When I say that conversation, that window, that door is closed on this. Like, it ain't no, we ain't got to talk about nothing right now. You made your choice, bro. You know what I mean? You chose not to talk to me about this, and I want to keep it that way. I don't hate him, at all, but and I really don't care if it never happens, but God willing, we live to 60 years old, I'll holler at him. We can talk, and maybe, I don't see what we can laugh at, but we can maybe just, move forward.
So there's nothing that you would try to seek in a conversation with him?
At this point, no, because he failed to, like, I did back then, but now it's just like, you did what you did. Like, you didn't call. You don't care to hear me out.
He threw his best friend under the bus to save his own ass. Because you guys also have to remember that Kevin Hart has a family image. He's the family man, right? He's also selling black love, even though, I'm gonna leave that alone. Even though if he was really trying to sell black love, he would have stayed with his black wife. I'm just saying. A lot of times, a lot of folks, try to give it these light-skinned folks with the good hair, and they want their children to look a certain way. And you see it all the time with famous black people. Listen, I know it's we about to be in 2024. A lot of black people still have issues with colorism and texturism and featureism. A lot of times y'all be forgetting features. That really be a thing too. A lot of times y'all only think certain hoes is pretty is because they got a slim nose, or because they have slanted eyes, or because they have a lighter eye. But a lot of these people y'all be saying is all that be very regular. Make a good makeup game, a good wig, and a good contour can really make you look decent. Because I be seeing a lot of these celebrities, when I go out and do my thing at certain airports, I be seeing, oh, they look real regular. You see these celebrities in person, you be like, they look regular. But people will crash out over him or her. But they real regular. I'm glad I look regular here on camera, so when you see me in person, I'm real regular, and I dress up when I feel like it. Now, doing too much. Anyway, let me play this second clip, right? Because Mr. Kevin, you throwing your best friend under the bus not only almost put him in prison, not only ruined his reputation, but also just really ruined his career. Because his best friend was also a comedian and an up-and-coming actor. Well, let's listen to a little bit of this. Shout out once again to Comedy Hype.
They did tell my agency, he lost a job because of this. He lost his job because I'm talking about that they took a lot of money out of my mouth, bro.
So what happens after, the charges are dropped? What have you been up to? Like, where did you go? Did you disappear? Did you get back on set?
Man, I was delivering food. Postmates.
Why is that?
Because I can't book nothing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was an assumption. But yeah, what happens? You get out of jail.
Yeah. Oh, I laid low for a while. I had a couple of court dates after that. I was with another lawyer at that time. So
we're gonna stop that there. Y'all can shout out to Comedy Hype. You guys can go to their channel to watch the rest of that interview if you want to. I'm gonna actually go back and watch it in full as well. Now, back to what I was saying. Let me say this before I get back into the story, start reading these documents. For Kevin Hart to sue his best friend for extortion, which has all charges have been dropped, all the shit has been dismissed. We now know that this was just basically a scheme that Todd set up for the bullshit that his team had to set up to save his image and save his ass, right? If you are on Kevin Hart's team, I don't care if you're his personal trainer, boss, that dude there. I don't care what role you have. You better be putting some money aside. You better still be working on your own stuff, because at any moment, when Kevin Hart is done with you, he's done. But that's pretty much any celebrity. But just listen to it. That was his ex-best friend of 20 years. That was somebody he took on the road with him, that stayed in mansions with him, met all kinds of celebrities. Could you imagine going from Hollywood to Postmates? Could you imagine going from sitting down and having dinners with celebrities to you now got to deliver food? No shade. A job is a job, and a man that don't work don't eat. I'm not putting it down, but I'm just saying, I don't care who you're around, bitch, you better have something for yourself. Because when it comes to this game, ain't none of these people your friends. That money come first. Can we disagree on that? Bless you. In this game, I mean, hell, in the Hollywood game, people sacrifice their own kids and their marriages for this. So you think they won't get rid of a friend? So anyway, more and more is going to come out about this camp as time goes on. So now let me go ahead. Let's go to the actual, where is the actual lawsuit? All right, so here go the lawsuit paperwork right here. We're going to talk through it and react to it together. But first, I wanted to actually show you guys Kevin Hart's attorneys, right? Because he has several attorneys on the case. Boom. So this is Barnes Law. This is the actual law firm that is on the case. Okay. And when you go to their website and you go to historical cases, you see that they represented Wesley Snipes versus the IRS. If you guys remember, Wesley Snipes didn't pay his taxes for years. And I'm talking about several years. But they actually, I know he did a little jail time just because he refused to pay it, but nonetheless, he could have done way more time. But they protected Wesley Snipes, did the job, right? He was facing, let's read it actually. He was facing 16 years in prison and $40 million in fines. Oh, he actually got a full acquittal. I didn't know that. Oh, anyway, so they got him a full acquittal. Then, wait, who else? What's another historic case? Is that the only one y'all gonna show? I don't want to just look at that. Then they helped out Jerry Marcelletta and the Stuve family, whoever that is, okay? Now, the other attorney on the case is a black man by the name of Stacey N. Knox. Stacey N. Knox, black man, all right? Litigation attorney out in North Hollywood, okay? But look at Stacey Knox, and I just want to show y'all. I want to show y'all who he's represented. He's represented, if you guys can read that, Odell Beckham Jr., multi-million-dollar real estate investment company, numerous companies in intellectual property and copyright litigation, biofuel technology, and actually represented LegalZoom themselves. Yeah. Let's go back to Stacey picture. He does look like a black nigga. But you know he don't play by the stuff. Okay? He don't play by the stuff. Then last but not least, this is the other attorney, Dante Mills, who, as you guys see, is a CNN analyst. Very educated and look like he know what he doing. So I showed y'all that just to show y'all that, Tasha, you in trouble, girl. Listen, I don't know what protections you have in that business bankruptcy that you filed, but I'm here to let you know that you better not hire Olga last again, because if Olga couldn't even go up against Cardi B's attorneys, she ain't gonna have, her big titty ass ain't gonna have nothing on Kevin Hart's attorneys. And Kevin Hart got money on top of money on top of money. I looked up Kevin Hart's net worth, over 450 million, baby. He got enough to have you in court for years. He got the time. Like Cardi B had the time, but Kevin Hart like really got the time. I'm just saying. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's go through this case. Y'all should be able to read it. Okay, let's go through it and then we're gonna call it a night. So, all right. So it says Kevin Hart, an individual, and K Hart Enterprises suing Maisha Shakes, that's the former assistant, as well as Latasha Transmedia Kibi and Kibi Studios, suing for civil extortion, breach of contract, intentional interference with contractual relations, invasion of privacy, and defamation. All right. So let's scroll through here, because whatever we don't need to read, we just don't skip past. So let me do this. Let's do that. And let's do this. Okay. Boom. All right. Plaintiffs are informed and believe, and based therein allege, that at all times mentioned, defendant Maisha was an individual doing business in LA around August of 2017 to October of 2020. She was employed with Heartbeats Productions. She was Kevin Hart's personal assistant. All right. The plaintiffs informed and believe that Latasha Kebe is an individual residing in the states of Georgia and Florida. Oh, she don't live in Georgia no more. Florida solely. Who regularly transacts business in the state of California and LA in connection with the matters herein. So they said, Tasha, they know all your moves, girl. You was just in LA a little while ago. They say you got a girlfriend out here allegedly. But just know, they know everywhere you been. They know everywhere you been. They know everywhere you been. All right. So they say, let's go down. Because a lot of this we really don't need to read. Okay, so let's get into the confidentiality agreement that Maisha signed. Okay, section 14 says the confidentiality agreement provided that Maisha expressly agrees that the recipient shall not directly or indirectly, verbally or otherwise publish, disseminate, disclose, or cause to be published, or disseminate or disclose any confidentiality information whatsoever. So we're going to stop right there. When it comes to an NDA that you sign, whether it's for a company, a celebrity, whomever, right? Felony crimes are not covered in an NDA or any confidentiality agreement that you sign. I don't care if you sign that agreement in blood. If you work for somebody, you with somebody, whomever, and you see them commit a felony, you can talk about it. You can report it. Whether that felony is against you and your persons or anybody else. I just hope y'all know that. But if it's illegal, you can talk about it. If it's not illegal, then yeah, you broke the contract, right? Although I really question, even if somebody do break the NDA, like what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do? Because if they ain't got no money, I guess you can still sue them. But if they ain't got no money, then what's the point? I don't know. These NDAs are almost a formality at this point, but I'll leave that at that, all right? So let's go down. Okay, the NDA called for Hart for Kevin to pay Maisha $30,000 per year for a period of 3 years along with other in order, in exchange for her to sign that NDA. It says private and confidential information that is not generally known to the public and readily ascertainable by proper means by others and is subject to reasonable efforts to maintain its secrecy of protected parties, blah, blah, blah. So we already know how NDA go. So basically Maisha wasn't supposed to talk, although the NDA was only good for 3 years. So if she stopped working for Kevin around October of 2020, the NDA would not have been, over until October of 2023. Just saying. Just saying. So now let's keep reading. Let's go down. It says, in or around November of 2023, Tasha K conducted and recorded an interview with Maisha where she made several statements defaming Kevin, his family, personnel, and employees. Maisha would only have this knowledge because of her employment with Kevin and Heartbeat Productions. Such information necessarily would have constituted confidential information as defined by the NDA, blah, blah, blah. The interview also included false and defamatory statements regarding Hart and certain legal disputes in which he had been involved, which is, of course, with his ex-best friend. During the interview, Tasha K asked Maisha whether she was subject to any NDAs, which would have prohibited her from disclosing this type of information. Maisha acknowledged that she was, but claimed that the agreement had unspecified loopholes that she apparently contended would enable her to escape the consequences of her brazenly violating promises to the plaintiffs and the confidentiality agreement. So you okay? They can't see you. In or around November 2023, an unidentified individual telephoned Kevin Hart Productions, stating that the individual was affiliated with Kebe and that Kebe had conducted an interview with Maisha and that the interview included information that would be damaging to Kevin's reputation. The individual stated that Kibi would publish the interview unless Kevin Hart paid a ransom of $250,000. So we can stop right there. First off, if the NDA was only from October 2020 to October 2023, technically Maisha is still in the clear unless she actually started corresponding with Tasha for 2023, which can probably be proven in court because in order to set up these interviews, they're typically set up like months in advance. But the actual recording didn't happen until November 2023. But I'm sure they had many phone calls way before then, which Tasha K records all her phone calls, so that can easily be brought up in court. Okay, nonetheless, it says a representative called Heartbeat Productions and made this claim. And said, look, we're going to publish an interview on Kevin. And unless you pay us $250,000, the interview is going to go up. And they gave him a teaser and said, look, the rest of it's going to be shown unless you pay. Now, who do y'all think was the affiliate? Who do y'all think was the affiliate? Yeah, now when it comes to defamation, that's just saying that you're purposely defaming him. He's suing Tasha for that. He's suing a personal assistant for that. Tasha's just regurgitating information she's been given. Although she's already lost a defamation case, and she's known for lying and she's known for embellishing, so that works against her. But once again, it's only defamation if it's not true. It's only defamation if it's not true, and you know it's not true. You understand? Just saying. Let me go back. When did it say they got called? November 2023 is when the individual called Heartbeat Productions. What was going on around November of 2023? Let me see something here. Hold up. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Now I need the date. I know one thing that was going on around November of 2023. I know one thing that was going on. I was roasting Chelsea to high hell. Chelsea got fired in November. This is all allegedly. Chelsea got fired in November. I was roasting her in November. Tasha K threw her under the bus in November. All this went on in November. Hold up. Because I don't even have to waste y'all time. I mean, I'm just saying. Let's see. Conscious TV. Let's see. 1 month ago.
What?
1 month ago. Bam. It's good, ain't it? It's good. Can I taste a little bit? Wait, what? Is it chicken though, or just a? Yeah, let me get one new piece of chicken. As y'all can see right there, remember Conscious did that full breakdown. If you guys remember, thank you so much. If you guys remember what Chelsea was saying, she said, I'm not playing these internet games. I'm not playing these YouTube games. Chelsea said, I'm not tripping off y'all dragging and roasting me on here. Chelsea was more, of course, embarrassed and, didn't want her 50-year-old sugar daddy to see it, and the sugar daddy mama and sisters to be judging her, and allegedly she's pregnant, and allegedly they all call her sledgehammer head, and they all knew whatever, right? So All of this was going on in November, and just so happened he was contacted in November, an affiliate. And just so happened, who would have known about this interview? Chelsea. Why? Because Chelsea would have been the one that set it up months ago, way before November. Thank you. Way before November. So at the end of the day, I know what the lawsuits say. I know what it sounds like, but y'all, I don't. Come on now, this is easy. And I think that if Tasha K was going to extort him, if she would have asked for way more than $250,000. Number one. Number two, Tasha K so damn stubborn. She don't tell nobody I'm not going to put the interview up. She does not do that. She need all the coins she can for that website over there. That's what's keeping y'all subscribed over there. That's the good and bad thing about, having your own website, because you have to keep creating content. You have to keep creating the drama. You understand? So we done already broke down those videos several times. I've done the content. Conscious has done the content. Listen, you can go back and watch it if you want. Oh, this is still hot. Oh, it's real hot. It's real hot. You can go back and watch all that if you want. Let that cool down a little bit. But I feel like this is pretty simple. Now let's get into this. Is the assistant lying on Kevin? Probably not, right? Tasha K don't have no gripe with Kevin Hart, right? But now that he's suing her, she's gonna double down. That's just who she is. She does not, she ain't gonna show no weakness, at least not publicly. So she's gonna double down. Do not be surprised if you now see Tasha K interview JT Action Jackson, the ex-best friend. That's coming out. Now we finna have a whole 3-part series on Kevin Hart. Now Tasha K most likely is finna dig and finna do a whole docu-series. So anybody that's been wronged by Kevin, just be prepared for it. The girl crazy as hell, slew-footed and all. Got a lazy eye too, but she know how to work this content, how to work that algorithm, and how to use the celebrity who is now acknowledging her to raise her stardom and her fame. Even if it leave her bankrupt and broke, which I still don't believe the girl bankrupt and broke, but I'm gonna leave that at that. All right. She posted a pic at his studio. She like, right. Or she may go do an interview with him. He may do an interview with her, which would be huge for her. It really would be. Okay. But none of this is surprising. None of this shocks me. I'm going to play a little bit from the neighborhood talk. Okay, so let me share the tab. Let me go here. Okay, y'all can only hear it. Okay, y'all should be able to hear it.
Locked in non-disclosures and they're not able to talk and protect themselves. But you have to protect the person you're working for. Where's your protection?
When did things start to turn up around there?
The extortionist. I'm listening to Mario on the radio in the morning. I almost crashed my car because I heard him say that Kevin's best friend, JT Jackson, had set him up.
In exchange for millions of dollars.
All the charges were dropped against JT, but they weren't dropped against Kevin.
They redug up, I guess, old LGBTQ jokes or something.
Correct.
That he was saying on Twitter, and they wanted him to apologize, and he said, fuck you.
Haley is his publicist, so she called me. She was just like, hey, Maisha, have you spoke to Kevin? I was like, no. I was like, Dave Becky just called me, his manager. Why? And then she was like, the whole Oscar thing, Kevin needs to say it.
The machine you worked for was the Hart.
Yes.
All right.
Kevin Hart.
So you guys heard that.
Eniko Hart.
Eniko Hart.
What made you reach out?
So now, let's listen to this.
The extortionist. I'm listening to Mario on the radio in the morning. I almost crashed my car because I heard him say that Kevin's best friend, JT Jackson, had set him up.
In exchange for millions of dollars.
All the charges were dropped against JT, but they weren't dropped against Kevin.
They redug up, I guess, old LGBTQ jokes or something.
All right.
Correct.
So that's enough of that. You guys can go to now. Tasha Gay's actual message to JT Jackson, right? JT told her, yo, if they need a visual in the dictionary for the phrase "don't give a F," you would definitely be the image. Okay. Thank you so much for the shout out. I appreciate you. I love the fact that you do what you do and not sued by anyone or anything. Okay, so basically they're going to be doing an interview together soon. So nonetheless, right? I don't know if the interview on Tasha K app is even out yet. I'm not subscribed, so I don't know. But from what I'm hearing, allegedly Kevin Hart did knocked up some of them girls that work in the workplace, some white girls, right? He been screwing them without condoms. Nico know about the cheating. She just don't want it public. He allegedly got a gambling problem. Basically, everything that would ruin the perfect family image that he tries to portray. All right. So now at this point, what do y'all believe? Is the assistant lying? Is she embellishing a little bit? I don't think none of that's important. I don't think we're going to hear about anything that Kevin Hart is doing that we would be surprised about. We know he a cheater. We know he got a gamble. We know he loves to gamble. We know he's immature. We know that he lonely himself, which is why he keep all those men around him. We know that he was just disrespectful to his trainer, which is why his trainer was finna whoop his monkey ass on the tarmac, and why he choked him up in that pool when Kevin Hart was cracking on his kids. We know that Kevin Hart got a damn self-esteem problem. We hate that he 5'3", black and ugly. We already know that. And since he is who he is, and since he has had to work as hard as he does, he overcompensates for his insecurities by treating people like shit and doing whatever he wants to do. Let me tell you something, Nico. I mean, he may love you, but he's never going to respect you. He's never going to respect you, ever. But Kevin Hart also knows that if Nico divorces him, she's going to get half of his shit. He's going to pay some money. He's going to lose. Not only will he lose half his shit, his image will be messed up. Because you know, somebody like me that think with logic, I just say, well, why not just stay single? Just be a bachelor. Then you can do what you want. You can have all the hoes that you want, and nobody can say nothing. But that doesn't really work for the family-friendly image of Kevin Hart. It doesn't really work. And people don't trust single men. You looked at as a creep, or you looked at as just a player, especially when you get a certain age. That's why y'all steady trying to throw marriage on me. Y'all trying to throw a woman or a man on me. Y'all don't care. Y'all just want me to settle down with somebody. Okay? But ain't none of your business who I'm with or who I'm not with or who I'm with. It don't matter. Because I'm here for the content. I'm here to give you the content. That's all that should matter. Y'all know y'all gonna be nosy about my life anyway. So that's that. I don't even have to read the rest of this, to be honest. That alone, the dates alone, and the fact that it was somebody who said they was an affiliate, anybody can say that. But of course, Chelsea would be the one that would have all the credentials. So I'm just saying. So I'm gonna take some comments for a few minutes, and then we gotta get out of here. And I also feel like I did all that talking there at the end. They saw how I ate that chicken bone, so that's all they worried about now.
Oh, you lying.
That's all they worried about now. That's it. Your family channel will be dope though. Yeah, but I have to genuinely want a family. Not doing it just because it's gonna please y'all. If I have some kids, I gotta take care of them kids. You gonna come take care of them kids? Well, let me stop lying. Y'all would really donate. Y'all would love it. Y'all would love to see me marry, a black queen and have black kids, and we all sit up here with, picks in our heads, and we all sit up here smelling like, cocoa butter and Soul for 8 and Blue Magic. Y'all would love that. The branding in me, they would all have their own separate social media pages. I would come out with kids' clothes and a baby line, because everybody in my house worked. And if I could figure out how to make money off that dog I got, he would be working too. But anyway, so some comments before we go. Is y'all worried about what I said, or did y'all just see how I eat that chicken and now y'all thrown off? I feel like y'all gonna make a meme out of that, or somebody gonna cut that clip out. Don't get pressure. I'm not. I'm not. Don't worry. Nah, I like you. I like you as a dirty air mattress king. Wow. Not an air mattress king. I don't sleep with an air mattress, no. They will pick your life apart and drag you down. Yes. This just like my auntie one day gonna call me talking about some, oh, you can when she came to visit Atlanta, oh, you can put us on camera. You ain't even gotta pay us. We can be like Keisha Cole family. Excuse me? I don't need y'all niggas embarrassing me. I mean, I can make some money off them niggas, but still. You think they would let me just make all the money and they ain't gonna ask for none? No. Cause ain't nobody in my family PC. They all crazy. Nah, Keisha Cole family in her. That's what I'm saying. Like, nah, I don't know. The reality TV tears people apart. Let's see. So other than that, people, we out of here for now. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you care. I'm gonna try to go live throughout the week as much as I can, but most importantly, we will be live on New Year's Eve for an all-out drag-a-thon. We'll be live on both channels. The doctor will be in, of course. And send me suggestions for who needs to be dragged. Anybody that needs to be dragged in 2023, whoever did not have their ish together is gonna get it. All right? All right. Oh, you can turn on that water. You fine. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you care. And we out.
It's Storm Show.